This is 21st Century War, where they're hitting Infowars.com, the leading flagship in mobilizing populations worldwide against the globalist takeover. China has a major deal with the globalist cabal to be the engine of the takeover, and they're coming after us. I'm not going to belabor this anymore. Jordan Maxwell, very hard to get on, best-selling author, Illuminati expert. Regardless of what you think about him, he's done groundbreaking work, incredibly thought-provoking. He was scheduled to be on next hour. I'm trying to move him to the third hour, which has even more listeners, just because I've got to cover all this other elector news and stuff that's breaking and how they just killed the Russian ambassador. I mean, it's just, my gut tells me that we were going to go into a crazy time. I said this 2 years ago, a year ago. I said this election was going to be huge. Trump was going to win, but then they were going to start a war, an economic collapse, you name it, to stop him. I'm on record. Geopolitically, I can look at it intellectually. Gut level, I can look at it. And my gut's never wrong. And if I seem happy, everybody's like, why are you so happy? Because once I'm in a fight, I'm not having anxiety anymore. It's the joy of battle. Berserking, basically, politically. And I've gone berserk is what's happened. Anthony, other points I'm dragging you in here to add about this.
No, exactly. That's the thing, though. As an independent group, as an independent organization, not taking money from mega corporations, not taking money from government subsidies and groups and saying, oh, well, you know, we're here for the people. But meanwhile, getting back to our payments, we actually need to sell stuff that is really good. And with the nutraceuticals, they're life-changing. I super believe in them. I take them every single day.
Look how they're trying to shut down Breitbart right now. Using the fact that they have big sponsors. And I'm not blaming them having BMW. Those are great cars. I don't blame them having Kellogg's. That's crap food, but that's who they have on there. But they're now withdrawing their support to bankrupt them. It's what they do.
Well,
by the way, Breitbart wouldn't be there if it wasn't for big Republican donors that are patriots. Go ahead.
Yeah, what else are they going to do when they have millions and millions of fans? I mean, they try to attack you over and over again, say you're crazy, whatever. But your millions of listeners that actually know you, they say, well, hey, you know, we like him. So what else are they going to do? They're going to try and cut down your funding arm. They're going to try and stop you any way they possibly can. What's crazy is that apparently it's one of the most sophisticated attacks these groups have ever seen. They've worked with Visa, MasterCard, you name it. They've done massive DDoS attacks. They said this could get up to a terabyte a second. But it's not just the DDoS attacks. It's like a multi-pronged attack that's in multiple different ways and systems and looking at vulnerabilities and things. But you got to think about it, right? What are control freaks afraid of? They're afraid of losing control of their little fake perceived paradigm that they have control under. And they hate independent groups. They hate independent media. They hate anything that doesn't follow the chippering mouthpiece of the establishment system. And that means even if you don't agree with, you know, every independent group out there, I certainly don't. I don't agree with everything. But at least they're independent. At least they're getting funding from themselves or fans or something and not from the government and not from the corporations that would, of course, make them say the same things through their mouthpiece. So they're desperately afraid of groups that are independent. They're desperately afraid of people like you because there's actually no control. There's no control through your back end. They don't come in here and tell you what to say. So kind of like a loose cannon that could actually fire, you know, proverbially and intellectually at the target very, very frequently and just blasting things off. So they're desperately afraid, and that's why we see things like them trying to go after fake news. That's why they aren't letting us think for ourselves anymore. This is bad. This is scary. Just like China, where they say, yeah, China's doing a great job protecting against fake news and negative news. Yeah, they classify fake news as anything that's not along with the regime, that's not along with their view of reality, which they've so tightly controlled. And even then, it gets through. Even then, they burn CDs and DVDs, and everyone knows the truth over there. Okay, so it's all a big joke. But after they can't fight us intellectually and they say, you know, these people are just losers on the internet, as there's millions of fans, what are they going to do? They have to cut off the funding. You know, and I don't know the groups behind this at all. I'm not even going to speculate, but I will say when you have a major firm saying, okay, this is like a Visa/MasterCard attack with massive levels of sophistication, it doesn't even matter which group it is because there's already an above ground attack with the fake news, with trying to discredit everyone that wouldn't dare, you know, that would dare
Anthony, just to be specific, they said it's state-sponsored level, and this is what the communist Chinese do, and this is their speciality, and they've taken credit for the most recent ones, even to PC World, and we've been targeting China, and it appears to be coming from China.
Well, what I'm excited about is actually I spoke to one of the head guys over there, and they might want to come on the show and become public about everything. And they did say, I don't know who you made enemies with, but this looks like state-sponsored. It looks serious. It's one of the biggest sophisticated, if not the biggest, most sophisticated attacks they've seen. So clearly, yes, you've made some enemies, and that's what happens when you're independent and you don't follow along with the establishment system that tells you what to do. That's just what's going to happen, and they picked, and they're smart, They pick the exact days that the funding is the most required. And you can see on screen there, that's what happens when you go to the store. It reroutes you to Cloudflare, which is our backup system that's also getting under attack. And even they said, this is the premier level of security we're offering, and it's still getting hurt. It's still getting blasted. And they're hitting the vein of all of this, the lifeblood. They're attacking the store because they're smart.
That's right. You can always just simply write to P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas, 78760, and not let the globalists and their minions stop you. You notice Obama said we're going to hit back at Trump and the Russians and everybody in our way of choosing with cyber war. We know he works for the Communist Chinese. Hillary is a Chinese agent. That top CIA people confirm that. So this is who they go through for plausible deniability. A lot of times Western governments will use a foreign asset, a foreign government's hitman to kill somebody too. So our best analysis is this is the globalists, the foundations through the Chinese. Right through December 17th, the last day that we can guarantee you'll get your order before Christmas in the United States, we're offering store-wide free shipping. And on top of that, some of the biggest discounts of the year. 30% off Living Defense Parasite Cleanse. 50% off colloidal silver bullet, and free shipping. That is just an incredible deal. Brain Force Plus, now with 20% more in each bottle and 30% off. $19.95, can't beat that deal. Winter Sun, Vitamin D3, 25% off. Survival Shield, X2, Nascent Iodine, again, an amazing 30% off. BioTrue Selenium, 30% off, and that's just some of the specials. Check them out today at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free. The great crew will answer your questions, tell you about some of the other specials, and take your order if you'd like. 888-253-3139.